drink and smoke till I was blue in the face to try to cover the pain. It has to end today if we want to thrive. Some people just want to survive. I don't believe that's anybody in this room. This is an empowerment event. So that means everybody here is ready to get to the next level. Is that right? Yes. It's time to thrive. Tell your neighbor, it's time to thrive. Right, Mahalia? It's time to thrive. It's time to thrive. So we're not just going to survive. We're going to confront the truth. We're going to heal. In order to thrive, we have to be connected to the right people. No more it's complicated statuses on Facebook. Why did that become a cute thing? What is so cute about it's complicated? I don't know when that became cute, but that's very damaging. If we want to get to the next level, we have to start to align our lives and ourselves with the people that are going to encourage us, not hate on us and be jealous of us because you're more gifted in an area than they are. Not everybody that's smiling in our face is our friend. And we have to have the discernment and the wisdom to know when to let some people go. Everybody can't go with you to the next level. There's a lot of haters around. Because you know what? When you start getting serious about going to the next level, you're going to have a new pep in your step. You're going to wake up with a new purpose. You're going to have a sense of joy. And everybody won't like that. They won't be happy. I've had some people just disappear. They say, oh, I'm so glad you're doing that motivational thing. You have a great story. Guess what? You can't find them nowhere. You have to align yourself with people who are going to push you higher. Who are going to say, girl, I'm so glad for you. Start that business. That nonprofit organization you've been thinking about, I got your back. Go. They're going to give you knowledge and wisdom that you'll be able to apply on your path and journey. But they won't be around somebody who's grumbling and complaining. So we got to make sure we have the right attitude and we come correct. You got to be ready. Because many of us, we want the mentor, we want the person who's going to pour into us, but we detract these people with our negative attitude. I know I've been there. And I used to be very, very jealous of successful people. Oh, they had it easier than I did. They didn't grow up in Far Rockaway, Queens, the way I did. I grew up around the projects. I was the only little white girl in the neighborhood. Getting jumped by 20 kids each and every day. They didn't have it like that. So I would begin to formulate some type of story in my head to try to justify me being jealous of somebody. Jealousy won't take us anywhere. We will miss the blessing. We will miss the opportunity. And we'll miss the connection. Relationships. Very important. It's time to thrive. And you know what? Somebody mentioned it earlier. This room is filled with powerful people. Which means that everybody here should be connecting in some way. Finding out what is it that you do. Are you in my field? What type of interests do we have in common? So we can stay connected. How can we collaborate? Let's stop competing and let's start collaborating. Yes. Do you know how much more communities would be changed? How much better of an example we would set for our youth if we began to collaborate more? There's a lot of power in collaboration, relationships. But you know what happens? We get inspired here, but then we go into the cold, cold world. And guess what happens? That inspiration begins to shrink. You ever watch something or listen to a song and you're feeling good? You're in your car and you're like, oh, this is my song. And as soon as you get out the car and you go to work and your first negative Nancy coworker comes in with her attitude, that whole song is out of your head now. Your whole spirit just turned upside down, right? Because people are like that. They will try to suck the joy out of you. We got to guard our heart and guard our space, guard our mind. We have to protect our peace. Get our joy. And we need to stay inspired. that I did that really, really helped me overcome depression, I stopped watching the news. I love somebody. So the news, cutting out the news, was a big, big thing for me. Man, I would get so emotional when I would see stories about children or elderly. You know, I'm sitting there crying as if I wasn't depressed enough. But by the time the news, and then here's the thing, and then I'll get to the next subject, but here it is. They played in the morning, as soon as you wake up, on your lunch break, okay? You go to get coffee and go get lunch. When you get home from work, it's the same stories. And then right before you go to bed. So you can dream about it and let it linger in your head. And some of us having all types of crazy dreams, waking up, sleeping, but not resting. You know why? Because we're getting the wrong stuff in our head. Those images matter. That constant negative news, it matters. It affects us. It hurts us. And it's just something that we have to decide we're no longer going to engage in if we want to stay inspired. Now, I'm not saying don't be aware of what's going on, but here's the thing. If something's big news enough, you're going to hear about it. I don't watch the news, but I sure know what the hell's going on. You know why? Because everybody's telling me. You're going to see it. You're going to know. So inspiration. We have to be intentional about staying inspired. Some of you look like creative people. Creative people. Songs and books and ideas. Things you want to create. Things you want to do. Maybe outside of your 9 to 5. Maybe within your organization. Within your community. The best way to be that type of person is to stay inspired. And it's hard to stay inspired in this world because it's so negative. So we have to be intentional. We got to say, this can't come in my space because it's going to mess with my productivity. It's going to mess with me thriving. I don't want to survive any longer. I'm ready to thrive. Who here is ready to thrive? It's time to thrive. It's time to thrive. Tell your neighbor, it's time to thrive. It's time to thrive. And not just survive. Vision. Helen Keller said a powerful quote. She said, you know what's worse than being blind? Having sight, but having no vision. That's real deep. What's worse than being blind? Having sight, but no vision. Vision is like painting a picture in your mind and then working towards it, so one day you just feel like you walked into the picture. Vision is built on faith. Believing that something can happen before it actually manifests. But you know what? Vision is powerful. In order to thrive and go to the next level, you got to have a vision. So the question today is, do you have a vision? And sometimes it can get cloudy because of life, financial stress, relationship problems, heartbreak, loss, a lot of different things. Speaking of loss, just yesterday I put a post on Facebook remembering the people who maybe just lost their mother. We're so quick to say Happy Mother's Day, but not everybody's celebrating. Some people are trying to conceive and can't. And this is a reminder to them of that struggle. I know somebody who just had a miscarriage. Very painful. First Mother's Day without their mother. Or having a strained and dysfunctional relationship with our mother. My mother and I had a very strained and dysfunctional relationship. Very, very strained. But I had a vision that one day, maybe we could kind of connect and get along. My mother was a neglectful mother. She was in an abusive relationship. 15 years of domestic violence. So my siblings and I suffered because of her decisions. And so I was an abused child because she decided to stay in that environment. So I became very bitter towards her, very angry. I said, I will never, ever let a man put his hands on me. Ever. And sometimes as women, we can become extremely vulnerable when things like that happen, or we can become so cold and too strong that we just close the walls of our heart to anybody and everybody. And that's not how life is meant to live. We got to find a balance. That's why I talked about healing. So we have to have a vision. Today my mother's my greatest supporter, but it was a process. We had to be truthful about some things. She apologized to me. It cost my sister her life. Just growing up in that dysfunction. It's a lot of heartache that we have to work through and heal from. But here's the thing. We can overcome it if we decide to. We can become better from it if we choose to. So we have to have a vision. Doesn't matter how young or how old you are. If you breathe in, you can have a vision. And you can do some great things. Vision. It's time to thrive. Everybody here have a vision? Some of y'all look like real visionaries. Visionaries. But you know what? Visionaries are the people that are going to change the community. Visionaries are the people that are going to make this country and this city, this state stronger. We need that. We need leaders who are going to have integrity and who are going to be for the betterment of the everyday person. Because right now, that's lacking. Do you know that expectancy sets an atmosphere for miracles? Yes. Expectancy. Sometimes we got to inspect what we expect. Some of us don't expect anything. So whatever happens, it just happens. And we're like, oh, I just got bad luck. Bad luck all the time. No, it's not bad luck. It's you haven't inspected what you expected. What do you expect? What are you expecting in your finances? What is your expectancy in your relationships? Expectancy. What are you expecting from yourself? And all of these things tie into each other. And once we begin to focus on one area, and then we move to the next area, we'll begin to see that now we're not just surviving. Now we're starting to thrive. Things are starting to happen. Opportunities are starting to open. And you're like, oh my goodness, I've been waiting for this for like 5 years, and it just seems to happen overnight. No, because you've been in your process. Growth is a process. Most people don't like that word, growth. Because growth is uncomfortable. And sometimes it can take a minute. Gotta be patient. Go through your process, but more so grow through your process. And have an expectancy that the vision that you have is gonna happen. When you connect yourself with the right people, those relationships matter. When I stay inspired, cut off that CNN, constant negative news, and start feeding my mind with positive, uplifting, creative things. I'm going to be truthful with myself. When I look in the mirror, I'm not going to live this lie anymore and act like everything is okay in this area, saying I feel good when physically I know I need to make some health changes. Or I'm okay and my credit card debt is up to here, I can't breathe, I don't even want to look at it anymore. Confront the truth and then heal. Take time to heal. Take time to heal. It's time to thrive. You ready to thrive? Yes. I hope you're ready to thrive. We don't want you leaving this event being the same person that walked in this door. That's right. We want you to leave with the tools and the inspiration. More so the tools, because inspiration can come up and down. Sometimes you got to just make a commitment that, you know what, today, what's today's date? May 13th, 2017. It shifted. I made a decision that I'm no longer going to survive. I'm going to start thriving today. It may not look like it right now, But I made that decision. And I'm going to stick to it. I'm going to make that commitment that no matter what happens, I will no longer, ever again, settle for just surviving. Not in my health, not in my finances, not in my relationships, not in any area of my life. My spirituality, whatever it is, I'm going to thrive. And I'm going to be the best me that I can be. And I'm going to be unstoppable.